Welcome to this last video lecture on state space control system. In this last video lecture, let us learn about how to design a control system using state space model. In the previous topics, we have studied how to design a control system. Designing a control system means you should make the control system to work in a stable mode. The control system should be always stable. That is the meaning of designing a control system. So if you want to design a control system using transfer function, then you can use root locus or Bode plot method or Nyquist plot method. Now let us see in this video lecture how to design a control system using state space method. Further, you have to understand some of the background. So we know that any control system can be represented in a state space model as x dot is equal to ax plus bu, y is equal to cx plus du, and here x represents the state variable, a represents the state matrix, b represents the input matrix, u represents the control input signal, and y represents the output of the control system. Now this is the general equation for the state model for any control system. So here we are very much worried about this matrix, state matrix called as A. So this A can be called as state matrix, and your control system stability depends upon this A matrix only. So by seeing this A matrix, we can tell whether the control system is a stable or unstable system. Why? Because whatever the eigenvalues, you know how to calculate eigenvalues in the previous video lecture. So whatever the eigenvalues of the matrix A, state matrix A, are nothing but the poles of the given control system. And you know that the stability of a control system depends on poles. If any pole is present on the right hand side, then the control system is an unstable system. So eigenvalues of capital A is nothing but the poles of the control system. So if any eigenvalue is present on the right side of the S-plane, then can I tell that the given control system is an unstable system? Yes. So that is how, by using this capital A state matrix, you can tell whether the system is unstable or not. First, you need to calculate the eigenvalue of the matrix A, and if the eigenvalues are all present on the left hand side of the S-plane, then you can tell the given control system is a completely stable system. So this important relation you should understand. Eigenvalues of capital A is nothing but the poles of the control system. So if eigenvalues are present on the right hand side, then you can understand that the pole is present on the right hand side. So you can tell the system is an unstable system. So now how to convert this unstable control system into stable control system? That is called as designing. Okay. So if design of control system, that means that converting design of control system, that means that converting a unstable system into stable control system. Okay, so that is nothing but designing of a control system. Now we need to design a control system. That means we have to convert an unstable into stable system. How this is done actually? Now consider one example where a pole is present on the RHS of your S-plane. If a pole is present on RHS of a S-plane, then the system is said to be unstable. Now, in order to make the system to be stable, let me move this pole which is present on the right hand side to the left hand side. So if this pole is shifted from left hand side to right hand side, if this pole is shifted from right hand side to the left hand side, this is your left hand side of the S-plane. If this pole is shifted to the left hand side, then all the poles are now present on the LHS. So you can convert a unstable system into a stable system. Okay, now this method of shifting all the right hand side poles into left hand side poles is called as pole placement method. So now, designing of a control system is nothing but converting unstable to stable. So how to convert unstable to stable system? That means how to design a control system by using pole placement technique. using pole placement technique, or you can also call it as pole movement technique, pole movement method or technique. So now we understood how to design a control system by using pole placement technique or pole movement method. Now how to move this pole? You cannot simply take the pole with your hand and then move the LHS. That is not possible. So you have to design technically your control system so that all the RHS poles will move to the LHS. So how to do this pole placement technique? How to do this pole placement technique? So to understand that, let us see. Let us take one example. Assume that you have a plant present with you. Plant indicates it is a system, and with this system takes the input signal as U and it provides a desired output as Y. Here the output is a desired output. Okay, whatever the output you want, you will be knowing I want this type of output from the plant. That is your Y, output of the plant, and U is the input of the plant. Now in order to get this desired output only, how to design a control system? I have to take a feedback from this Y, and that feedback I have to subtract it with the reference input signal. I have to subtract the feedback with the reference input signal, and this error signal, after subtracting, you are going to get the error signal. That error signal should be given as input to a controller. That error signal should be given as input to the controller, and then the controller output will produce U. So U is the output of the controller. U is the output of the controller, and this U acts as input to the plant, and the controller changes the U value until this error becomes 0. And because error becomes 0, the U, whatever you are giving as input to the plant will give particular output Y, and whatever you wanted, that output you are going to get as the Y, output of the plant. So because you have taken the feedback from the output and you are measuring the error, that error generates a control signal called U, and because of this U, the plant will produce whatever the desired output you require. The same output you are going to get because of this control, closed loop control, or because of the feedback control system. So this block diagram or this method of designing of a control system is called as feedback control system design, FBCS. Now instead of using this method, let us use the state space method to design our control system. So assume that the same plant you have, and this same plant contains the signal as U, input signal, and the output is Y. Now instead of taking the feedback from the Y, let us take the feedback from the state variables. You know that in the state space model, along with input and output, you will be having state space model. So let us take the feedback from the state space variables. Okay. So instead of taking the feedback from output, let me take the feedback from the state space model like this. So I am going to take the variable X. Okay. And for this present situation, you should understand and you should assume that this state variable is known to you. Okay. Assume X is known to you. So assume this X value is known to you. Now this feedback X value, whatever the state feedback you have taken, this has to be multiplied with a matrix, say K. Okay, so this matrix can be called as gain matrix. State feedback gain matrix. You can completely give the name as state feedback gain matrix K. Okay. Now after multiplying your state variable feedback into a gain matrix K, we don't know what is K, and that multiplied output should be then it should be given to a summer, and you have to subtract your reference signal, reference input signal. Okay, to the feedback you have to subtract, and then that output, after subtracting that error signal, you directly give it to plant instead of giving it to a controller. That error signal you can directly give it to a plant. Okay, so now let us call this reference input as R, and this is a state variable X, and after multiplying it with K is a gain matrix. So at the output of this K, you are going to get it as, at the output you are going to get it as K into X. So now this K into X is given and subtracted with the reference signal R, and that output is given as U, and this U is the input to the plant, and the plant will produce whatever the output you require. Okay, now in this situation, this value, whatever I am writing here, this entire thing itself acts as a controller. That's why I am not writing any separate controller in your control system. Okay, so whatever the feedback you have taken from the state variable multiplied with the K matrix that you have subtracted, this combination itself acts as a controller, whatever you have here. Now this is the method we are going to use to move the poles from right hand side to left hand side. How to move the pole from right hand side of the S plane to the left hand side? By using this feedback method. You take the state variable X feedback, give it to a gain matrix K, and then that you subtract and then give it as input U to the plant. By using this method, you can convert any unstable system to stable system. Okay, and this K matrix you need to find out. Okay, so this K matrix, the value of this K matrix will tell you whether the system is stable or unstable. So to make the system stable, you have to find out what will be this value of K. So now here we can write down the expression for U. So what will be U is equal to here? U is nothing but output of the summer. Summer is containing R plus R and then minus Kx. So I can write this U as U is equal to R minus Kx. So I can write this U is equal to R minus K into X. Remember, X is a state variable matrix. K is a gain matrix. U is the input variable into plant. So this is the method we need to use, and this method is called as pole placement. This method is called pole placement using which feedback you are using? State feedback. For what we are using this block diagram? For designing the control system. For designing the control system. That means to make the control system as a stable control system. So this block diagram we call it as pole placement using state feedback for designing of the control system. Now let us find out. So assume that we want all our poles on the left hand side. So you can determine any poles on the left hand side. You only can tell I want a pole present on the left hand side -1, and I want one more pole present on the left hand side -2, and I want one more pole present on the left hand side -2 plus 1j. Like that you can only identify the position of poles where you want in the left hand side. After identifying the positions of the poles where you want on the left hand side, by using those positions you have to now design the control system. It's a reverse way. Previously a control system was given to you, and from the given control system you used to find out where is the pole present. Okay, now it is the reverse way, because you are designing the control system. What you should do, first only you should identify where should be your poles present on the left hand side. Then only the system becomes stable. So you should identify the positions of your poles on the left hand side in the beginning. After that, to get the poles on these locations of the left hand side, wherever you have marked, to get the poles on those locations, you have to start designing your control system. Control system designing means what? You need to only design, that means you need to find out the value of K, so that using that value of k, whatever you have found, if you use that value of k in the block diagram, then the block diagram contains all the poles present on the left hand side wherever you initially took it as. Okay, assume that I want my pole present at s is equal to -1 and s is equal to -2. Now assuming that you have to start your designing of control system. For that s is equal to -1 and s is equal to -2 as pole location, you should design the control system and find out the answer for k. That k, if you substitute, and this entire control system will work as a stable control system, because for whatever the k you have designed the system, that k value will make your poles present on s is equal to -1 and s is equal to -2. Okay, so that is the method of control system design using pole placement method by using state feedback. Now let us derive in the next slide. We will derive. Now what is the state space equation? We know x dot is equal to ax plus bu. This is your old state equation, correct? This is your old state equation, and this state equation may be stable or unstable. Now in order to make the system stable, what is the u value you should substitute? Put u is equal to, what is that, the previous u value you should substitute. You have to put u is equal to r minus k into x. This is what we had taken here. The u value, what you need to substitute after taking feedback, r minus kx. R is the reference input and k is some gain matrix, you need to calculate k, and x is a state variable feedback. So now put u is equal to r minus kx. What happens? X dot is equal to ax plus b into r minus kx. So x dot is equal to ax plus br minus bkx. Now I will rearrange the terms. X dot is equal to ax minus bkx I will write first, and then I will write br. R stands for the reference input signal. Now can I take x common here? See, remember this x and this x both are same. Okay, don't think this is capital X and this is small x. Actually I should have written that x also as the capital X only. Okay, and let us not have any confusion. I should write this x same as your capital X only. So this is same capital X. Whatever the x you have written here, same x should come. U is equal to r minus kx. R minus kx, r minus kx. And here also, instead of small letter x, let me write it as capital AX. AX minus BKX. Now let me take x common. So we are left with a minus bk. A minus bk into x plus br. X dot. Now is this equation looking similar to the original equation? This was original x dot is equal to ax plus bu. Here what was the state matrix? Capital A. Stability depends on which matrix here? Capital A. Can you control capital A? No. You don't have the control. That is why it's called old state equation. Now this old state equation is now converted to this new equation. This is your new state equation. Is it looking in the same fashion? Yes. X dot is equal to, instead of a you have a minus bk into x plus b into, instead of u you have r. R is a reference input. Okay, so now this can be called as new state equation. New state equation. Here the system stability depends on a, but you cannot change the value of a, correct? No, a is a constant, it is fixed. You cannot control a so that to make the system as a stable system. Okay, that's why what I did, I substituted u is equal to r minus kx, then I got this expression. Here the stability depends on which variable? Stability of the control system depends on this variable, that is called as, let me call it as ACL. See, this ACL stands for A for closed loop. CL means closed loop. because you got this equation only after taking the feedback, right? State feedback. That is why it is called ACL. ACL stands for closed loop state matrix A. So this closed loop state matrix A is equal to A minus BK. So what is A? Original state matrix. B means the input matrix. K means this K is the new parameter which we don't know. I know A value, I know B value, but I don't know K value. So now for the new state equation, the stability depends on A minus BK. Correct? No? So can you change the stability? Can you modify this? Yes, you can modify, because A is constant, B is constant, but K is in your hand. You can keep changing that K value so that this equation, if you change the K, this entire equation changes. If this entire equation changes, then your stability of the control system can be changed. Okay, so you can convert any unstable system into stable system by changing the value of K. Okay, so now I have converted a unstable system into stable system or controllable system. Okay, you do not have any control here. A, B are all constants. You cannot control the system. You cannot control means you cannot make it as stable. But here in this equation, I have a equation called K. By using a K, I can control this equation. If you control this equation, that means you can make the system from unstable system to stable system. So now let us write the new state matrix for closed loop system. The new closed loop state matrix, the new closed loop state matrix is equal to this ACL is equal to A minus BK. Now the eigenvalues of this, if you take the eigenvalues of this ACL matrix, and that is going to give you the closed loop poles. That is going to give you the closed loop poles, and these closed loop poles should be present only on the LHS. Then only you can tell the closed loop system is completely stable. So how to make this eigenvalues of ACL to be present on the LHS? How to make the eigenvalues of ACL to be present on the LHS? Can you control ACL? Yes, you can control, because K is in your hands. If you change the K value, then ACL will be changed. If you change ACL, then eigenvalues will be changed. And you change the K value such a way that all the eigenvalues of ACL are present on the left hand side, so that the system becomes completely stable. So this method is called as pole placement method of designing of the control system using state space model. Okay, so now what is our objective to design a control system? Designing of control system using pole placement method. Pole placement method using state feedback. Pole placement method again using state feedback method, because you have taken state as the feedback parameter. So using state feedback, what you should do, what is the given value? They will be giving you the state matrix A, B, C and D. Okay, so if all these A, B, C, D values are given, then they will be giving you where your poles should be present. Pole positions will be given to you. Pole positions will be given. Okay, in the beginning only they will give you the pole positions. As I told you previously, previous problems used to be they will give the control system and you used to find where is the pole present. But now here pole positions will be given to you, and for those pole positions you have to design the control system and you have to find out the state space model. So it is the reverse way of problem. That is why it is called designing of control system. So this pole positions will be given to you. This will be given A, B, C, D, everything will be given. Now what you need to do? So by using these pole positions and A, you have to calculate K value. So designing means finally you should calculate solution. Okay, so design of a control system solution is nothing but find K matrix. K matrix is nothing but the gain matrix. After finding this K matrix for these given pole positions, after finding this K matrix, that K matrix you have to substitute in the block diagram. Then this block diagram will work like a stable control system. Okay. So now we will see one example of how to design a control system. So this is our objective. In your problem of designing control system, ABCD values and pole positions, where you want actually the pole positions will be given, and finally you have to use some method and you have to use this formula. You have to find out eigenvalues and then you have to compare finally to get the answer for K value. This K value you have to then substitute it into this block diagram. Then the control system will be completely working it as a stable system. Now let us take one problem here. Consider this problem. There is a control system whose state space model is given as x dot is equal to 0 1 2 minus 1 x plus 1 0 u, y is equal to 1 0 x. Now here this is nothing but your capital A matrix, this is nothing but your B matrix. Let us write down that in the solution first. Capital A is given as 0 1 2 minus 1 and capital B is given as 1 0. C is also given. Okay, C is given as 1 0. Now what is that we need to do in this problem? You need to design a stable control system. Design a stable control system for closed loop poles. For closed loop poles to be present on closed loop poles to be present on S is equal to closed loop poles should be, you want the closed loop poles which are present on S is equal to -1 and S is equal to -2. So this is the problem question given. So they are telling that using this control system state space model, you design a control system, and for that control system it should be stable. Okay, and how it should be stable? They want the poles to be present on -1 and -2 only. So to get the poles on S is equal to -1 and -2, you have to design a control system. Designing a control system means what is that you need to find out at the end? K value. So only thing you need to find the answer for K. For what value of K you will get the poles present on S is equal to -1 and -2. That is what called as designing of control system. Now, in order to use this pole placement method for designing a control system, the condition is first thing you should know the state variable, and the second condition is the given problem should be, or the given control system should be always completely controllable. You know from the previous video lecture how to test a given control system as a controllable or observable. Okay, so remember the first assumption should be, the condition first assumption should be, first of all, the system must be completely controllable. You know how to check whether the system is controllable or not. And the second assumption must be the state variables should be known. State variable should be known, or it should be available to take the feedback. So these are the important assumptions. If these assumptions are satisfied, then only you can use this method for designing the control system. Now the first step in designing the pole using pole placement method. So this problem is to design a control system using pole placement method. So the first step is to check whether the given system is a controllable system or not. If it is not controllable, then you have to stop the problem, because you cannot continue it further. You cannot design a control system. So how to check the controllability? You know the equation. QC is given by B partition with AB. Okay, and why I am taking only first two terms for controllable? Because the given system is a 2 cross 2 matrix. That means the order of the control system is 2. Order of the control system is 2. Okay, that's why only 2 poles are given. They want these 2 poles present on -1 and -2. Now let us check this controllability. Substitute B and find out AB. So let us find out AB first. AB is equal to 0, 1, 2, -1, and multiply that with B, 1, 0. So if you multiply first row into first column, 0 into 1, 1 into 0, you are going to get 0. Next, second row into first column, if you multiply 2 into 1 and -1 into 0, 2. So AB is equal to 0 and 2. So now QC is equal to B, you substitute 1, 0, that you have to partition with 0 and 2. Okay, now this determinant of QC matrix, you should check whether it is 0 or not. Determinant of QC matrix is 0. No, how to take the determinant? 1 into 2, 1 into 2 minus 0 into 0, and that is going to give you 2. Is it a singular or non-singular matrix? It's a non-singular matrix. When the determinant goes to 0, then it is a singular matrix. So therefore, you can tell the given system is completely controllable. The given system is completely controllable. Then if this is controllable, then only you can design the control system. So let us start designing now. What is the design equation? We know that ACL new state matrix is given by A minus BK. The new state matrix is given by A minus BK. Substitute A value 0, 1, 2, -1, minus B. B value substitute 1, 0 and K. See, K is a matrix. What is the order of the system? 2. So therefore you should take K as 2 variables, K1 and K2. Okay, and always remember K, you have to take it as a row vector. In one row, 2 columns. If the order of the system is 3, then you have to take K value as K1, K2, K3. You remember, you have to take K value as a row vector. Now you multiply, you will get ACL matrix. I'll directly write, if you multiply this, your ACL matrix will be minus K1, 1 minus K2, 2 minus 1. This will be your ACL matrix. Okay. Now what you should do? Take the determinant of how to find out the poles. I know where the poles should be present. The poles should be present on -1 and -2. So for the poles to be present on -1 and -2, what should be the value of K? You have to find out. So you have to just take determinant and equate. That's all. So let me take the determinant now. Determinant of ACL will give you minus K1 into -1 minus 2 into 1 minus K2, and that if you simplify, you are going to get the no, you should take not only the determinant of ACL, you should actually take, it is not a determinant, this I have to erase it off. Yeah, it is not actually the determinant of ACL. So in order to find out the K value, I have to take the eigenvalues of this now. Okay, eigenvalues of ACL will tell you whether the system is stable or not. Okay, eigenvalues will give you the poles. Okay, the closed loop poles it will give. So the next step after calculating ACL is you have to find out the eigenvalues of ACL. What is the formula to find eigenvalues of ACL? How to find the eigenvalues? Eigenvalues of ACL. How to find? You have to take determinant Si minus A is equal to 0. Okay, you know that eigenvalues formula. instead of taking lambda I minus a, I have taken, instead of lambda s I have taken, because you know that eigenvalues are nothing but the poles, and that's why instead of lambda s is taken for poles. So now you have to take, so this is your eigenvalues of A matrix, but I want eigenvalues of ACL matrix, so you have to take the suffix ACL. Now you substitute determinant S into 1 0 0 identity matrix minus ACL. ACL matrix is given by minus K1, 1 minus K2, 2 minus 1. Determinant is equal to 0. If you simplify this, after taking a determinant, you are going to get lambda, no, instead of lambda I have taken yes, no. So I am going to get it as S plus K1 minus 1 plus K2 minus 2 S plus 1 determinant is equal to 0. Now if you solve it, you are going to get S plus K1 into S plus 1, okay, minus 2 into 1 plus K2 is equal to 0. I have taken determinant, and if you simplify it, you are going to get it as lambda square plus lambda plus K1 lambda plus, okay, instead of lambda I have to take S, no, because I have taken S everywhere. So you are going to, instead of lambda, you are going to get it as S square plus S plus K1 S plus K1 plus 2 K2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Now let me group it all S square once, and I will group all S terms once. So if you group all S terms, then you will get 1 plus K1. Then if you group all S power 0 terms, then you will get K1 plus 2 K2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, this is your design equation. Now what was the pole given in the problem? So okay, in the given problem, it is given that, let me call it as equation 1, given pole positions. They have only given where the poles should be present. So given pole positions, S is equal to, what is that, minus 1 and S is equal to minus 2. Make it as factors, S plus 1 into S plus 2. Okay. S plus 1 into S plus 2. Okay. Whatever the poles given, those poles I am writing it as a factors, S plus 1 into S plus 2. Now you multiply this, S square plus 2S plus 1S plus 1 into 2. 2 is equal to 0. So that means you got S square plus 3S plus 2 is equal to 0. This is your equation number 2. Actually you should get this, but you are getting this design equation. Can I compare this equation 1 and 2 so that I will get the answer for K1 and K2? Yes. Comparing equation 1 and 2, you are going to get it as 1 plus K1 is equal to 3. Okay. And what is one more equation? Comma. K1 plus 2 K2 minus 2 is equal to 2. K1 plus 2 K2 minus 2 is equal to 2. I am comparing equation 1 and 2. Now what is K1 is equal to 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. K1 value we found. And substitute this K1 value here and find out K2. K2 for this will be equal to 1. Okay. Now finally you found the K matrix. What is K matrix is equal to, it's a row vector. First is K1, next is K2. So this K1 and K2 will be 1 and 2. Oh, I'm sorry. K1 is 2 and K2 is 1. So 2 and 1. So this is your K matrix. Designing is over. Designing of control system is over. Only if you find the capital K value matrix, then the designing is over. How we are telling that the designing is over? After finding this K value for whatever the pole locations you want, or whatever the pole locations they have given in the problem, this pole locations, because of this pole locations only, we got these answers for K1 and K2. After getting this K1 and K2, this K1 and K2 value you substitute in your block diagram. In this block diagram, you put that K1 and K2, 2, 1 here, then you give the reference input, and your plant will work, and the system will be stable system. Okay, so that is how you convert any unstable system into stable system. Previously the given problem was unstable. Let me show that also. Okay, now the system is stable. Yes, the system is stable. Why? Because what are the pole locations you are taking? -1 and -2. Where are they present? On the LHS. So therefore it is a stable system. And therefore for these values of S only I got K, no? So for this also the system will be stable. The system will be stable. So you have designed a stable control system. Previously, what was the given question? Previously, the given question is what? 0, 1, -2, x, 1, 0. Okay. Now, before doing this pole placement method, previously for this problem, the poles are present. Where are the poles present? Let us find out where are the poles present for this problem. How to find the poles? Poles of A. So for A, what is A given by? 0, 1, 2, -1. So you know that poles of the control system is nothing but the eigenvalues of the A. So you find out eigen of A. Find out eigenvalues of A. How to find eigenvalues of A? It's like Si minus A. You have to take the determinant and equal to 0. So that if you do, you will get S0, 0, S minus 0, 1, 2, -1, and that is going to give you S -1, -2, S plus 1. Okay, so for this you have to take determinant. Take determinant for this. So if you take determinant for that, what is left out? S into S plus 1 minus 2 into 1. And that is going to give you S square plus S minus 2 is equal to 0. S square plus S minus 2 is equal to 0. This is the equation you got before designing. Okay, before designing means when the problem is given initially. Okay, when the problem is given initially, for this directly without designing, I have calculated the poles of the A. So if you solve this equation in Calc, where are the poles you are going to get? One pole S is equal to -2 and another pole S is equal to +1. Now is your system stable? No. This is anyhow present on the LHS, but this is present on the RHS because you have S is equal to +1. If you mark it, it is present on the RHS. So therefore it is an unstable system. It's an unstable system. Okay. So what was the given problem? The given problem was initially unstable system. The given problem was initially unstable system. So this unstable system, we used our pole placement method, and finally we designed the control system to make it as a stable system. Whatever the given problem was an unstable system because there was one pole present on the right hand side. Because we took a feedback called K, like in this previous block diagram, we took a feedback called K. Because of taking this feedback, the entire system, previously it was unstable, now it became stable. Now it became stable system. Is it clear? So now we designed a control system and we converted an unstable system. We converted an unstable system into stable control system. So for any problems or any numericals given, if they ask you design a control system using pole placement method, using state feedback method, then you have to use this procedure. First you have to check whether it is controllable or not. If it is controllable only, continue the problem. First find out A minus Bk. For that you find eigenvalues. Equate that eigenvalues equation with your pole position equations which is given in the problem, and after equating find out K1 and K2. If you find the answer for k, that itself is your complete design of the control system.